Okay, so in this video I'm going to show you guys how to customize the identity plate setup. And if you guys remember from the prior videos, this is the identity plate right on the top right here where it starts with the Adobe Photoshop Lightroom 3 logo. And Lightroom's cool in that it lets you kind of personalize the looks and appearance of Lightroom, which is really useful and handy, especially if you are running a studio and you want to kind of keep all the branding in your studio identical. You can actually customize Lightroom to show off your, your studio logo and everything like that. So let's jump right in. I am going to click the Edit menu. And right here you can click the identity plate setup. There is no hotkey for it, which you really don't need one because you're only going to do it once, maybe twice. I don't know, unless you really like to personalize this on a frequent basis. Maybe you get sick of it or something. You want to change it once a day. I don't know. So we're going to click the identity plate setup. And there's a few different ways we can do this. We can use text, which I'm going to show you how to do first. But the first thing you want to do is you want to click this Enable Identity Plate Custom. Okay, and you can set up different identity plates, which is what you'll do. You'll save them as different kind of looks for your identity plate. But if you don't have custom, if you don't have this Enable Identity Plate selected, it's still going to default to this Adobe Photoshop Lightroom 3 logo. So click Enable, automatically it disappears. And then I'm going to click this Use a Styled Text Identity Plate. And right here I'm going to type whatever the heck I want. So let's say I want this to be Post-Production Pies Lightroom 3 we'll call it Identity Plate. Okay. I can select everything and I can customize the logo appearance to whatever I like. This is one of the older logos, or one of the older fonts for SLR Lounge. I can select that. I can select whatever logo I basically have installed on my system. So I really like this one. This is a custom logo that we have. Oh, it doesn't look as cool in here. Okay, I'm going to select it as regular. I can change the font size. I can do whatever I want to it. You can set it up however you like. Whoever studio this is, maybe I want it Linen Jersa Photography. So that's a text-based identity plate. Okay, and then you can also customize the typeface for the modules on the right side by selecting the fonts over here. So again, I selected Sickle on the left side, so I'm going to do the same thing over here. See if it takes me. No, I can't shortcut to it. Okay, so I have to scroll down this stupid menu. There we go. Okay, so now my right side is kind of matching. On the left side, I can also change the color if I want to, to maybe a red. I wouldn't really typically do this kind of thing, but I'm just showing you guys the different options. So, okay, so on the right side, maybe I want this font size to be a little bit larger. Alright, and I go, that's cool. I don't really like the red too much. I'm going to change it to maybe our Linen Jersa green. Right there. Cool. Not really, but that's fine for us. Okay. I'm going to save this as the LJP text identity plate. Okay. Now it's saved right here. So if I want to, if I want to load it, or if I have multiple ones saved, which I'm going to show you how we're going to do that, I can switch between different identity plates right now. So that's a text style identity plate. Let's go over to a graphical identity plate. This is where you're going to create your own custom graphic and load it, which is really kind of what I would recommend more so than the text-based. Unless your logo is a very simple text-based logo, it's probably going to look better if you actually use your actual graphic. So I'm going to switch to this. It already has my file selected, but I'll show you how to locate that file. And by the way, when you're creating this file, you want to make it so that it can be pretty much as long as you want. It's as long as this bar goes, so that's pretty dang long. Depending on the size of your screen, it could be anywhere between 800 pixels long up to 1900 pixels long. So you can kind of customize it. It'll actually stretch and go behind the modules. So if you don't want it to be behind the modules, just make sure it's not that long. This one I believe is 600 pixels, which doesn't really need to be 600 pixels because this is only like 100 pixels long, the logo. But the trick here is to make sure that it's not too tall. Okay, I'd probably recommend limiting it to like 40 pixels in height. Otherwise, it's going to start cutting off your image. I'll show you what that looks like. So I'm going to hit Locate a File, and it'll let you load up any kind of supported file, which can be a JPEG, a PNG. If you want it to be transparent, like the background to be transparent, you want it to be like a PNG. Okay, so I'm going to point it to the directory where my file is. I'm going to pick this LJP logo PNG. I'm going to hit choose, and look what it does. This file right here I believe is 60 or 80 pixels tall, and you can see how it's cutting off right there. Okay, so that's why I'd recommend probably not making it too tall. So I'm going to choose my shorter file, this logo smaller. I just did that to kind of show you guys what that looks like. And there we go. We have the Linen Jersa logo right there. And on the right side, I'm going to select a font style that kind of matches. So I'm going to go to, I believe the Linear Jersey logo is Trajan. And we have to scroll up. There we go. I got it to go down to the T by hitting T. Let's see if Trajan's installed. Oh, we don't have Trajan. That's fine. I'm going to select Times New Roman. Close enough. Okay, and then I'll probably shrink the size down. I don't like it being too ginormous. That's good. I like it like that. Okay, I'm going to hit OK to save. Actually, I'm going to show you how to save this as another one. So I'm going to hit LJP graphical identity plate is the name. So now I can see that I have two identity plates set up. So if I want to quickly change between them, all I got to do is select it. Okay, you can set up as many as you want. You can have one for each day of the week, whatever you guys like. So enjoy, guys. If you want to remove any of these, obviously you can just click the, like for example, I don't like this text one. I'm going to click remove. It'll say, it'll confirm, I hit remove, and great. Now it's gone. I can go back to my graphical identity plate and call it good. I'm going to hit OK, and I have customized my identity plate. Let's move on, guys, to customizing our end marks.